Good morning, City Kids. Today's story is about Jesus and all the wonderful things he taught us. A huge crowd of people gathered on a grassy hillside. They had come to see Jesus. Jesus sat down and began to teach them. "Happy are the humble," Jesus said. "Heaven belongs to them. Whoever is sad will find comfort. Whoever loves mercy and peace pleases God." Jesus looked into the faces of the crowd. "Love your enemies," he said. "Forgive those who do wrong to you." Jesus also taught about money. "Do not worry about getting rich here on earth," Jesus said. "Live to please God. Someday he will reward you in heaven." "Pray always," said Jesus. "Seek and you will find." Then Jesus told a story. "Everyone who hears me today and obeys me is like a wise man who built his house on a rock," he said. "When the rain and wind came, that house stood strong. But a foolish man built his house on soft sand," Jesus said. "When the rain and wind came, his house fell down with a crash. Anyone who doesn't listen to me is like that foolish man." Today's memory verse comes from Luke 6:47 and 48. "Anyone who listens and obeys me is like someone who built a house on solid rock."
Student King, can we get mine?
Student Mama. And Smart King.
Yes.
And Good Person. Happy Sabbath. House upon the Rock Craft.
With Teacher King.
King and Teacher Dip. First you're going to need a piece of paper and some crayons. And then you draw a rock with the gray crayon. And then make the bottom of it. And then color it in. Color the rock all in and then ask your parents to cut it out. Color the grass green. I use the grass for 2 green colors. Then I made the clouds and the sky. Then we glue on the rock. Then we color the house. Now have your parents cut the house. And then you glue it on. Make sure to put it on top of the rock. Now you write your name.
Woo woo! King is done. Thank you, everyone.
I hope we do a next one.
Bye.
Hey City Kids, Teacher Allison here. In today's story, we learned about the parable of the wise man and the foolish man. And the wise man, he built a sturdy house that didn't fall down. So for today's activity, we are going to be doing a building experiment that involves balance. All right, so you're gonna need 2 forks and you're gonna need a toothpick. All right, so if I try to balance the toothpick on my finger, it doesn't work, right? But we are going to be using the forks to help balance this toothpick. I'll show you. Okay, so what you're gonna be doing is interlacing your forks. You can do this on the table like this. just push the prongs into each other like that. All right, so this part can be a little bit tricky. You might need to get an adult's help, but basically you're trying to stick the toothpick through the prongs of the fork so that it touches a prong from each fork. All right, once you do it, you can carefully lift it up. Ha! Would you look at that? Isn't that so cool? The weight of the forks is balanced perfectly to keep the toothpick on my finger. Try this at home and see if you can do it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, City Kids. Happy Sabbath.
Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up higher and higher, and he shall lift you up. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up higher and higher, and he shall lift you up. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up higher and higher, and he shall lift you up. When the music fades and all is stripped away, and I simply come, longing just to bring something that's a word that'll bless your heart. I'll bring you more than a song, for a song in itself is not what you have required. You search much deeper within, through the way things appear. You're looking into my heart. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. All about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, 'cause it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. King of endless worth, no one could express how much you deserve. Though I'm weak and poor, all I have is yours, every single breath. I'll bring you more than a song, for a song is much deeper within. Through the way things appear, you're looking into my heart. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it. When it's all about you, when it's all about you, Jesus.
Thank you for joining us. You can support children's ministry by giving online at adventistgiving.org or by mailing a donation to Glendale City Church, 610 East California Avenue, Glendale, California, 91206. Thanks! Anyone who listens and obeys me is like someone who built a house on solid rock. From Luke 6:47 and 48.